It is I, K Mike X here, and Happy New Year! So we got a new edition, so it's now 2022, and as a result, since this is January 1st, that means we got a new edition of This Month in DL. So let's go over it. First of all, they talk about the new stuff such as Enter the Kaleidoscope. Yeah. So they talk about the Kaleidoscope, where we plan to, where they also are planning to perform gameplay adjustments and add even more floors as time goes on. And they also like to hear our feedback on Kaleidoscope, which I absolutely enjoy the Kaleidoscope, but I gotta stop doing auto and actually try to do this stuff because it gets really dangerous. Anyway, so they talk about Primal Midgard somewhere. And they plan to add quests for the remaining 4 Great Runes in the future. Talk about that, and they talk about the current main event, Celestial Showdown, where we finally, yeah. By the way, you might have recognized this. To anyone who knows about the some of the stuff that comments about the leaked stuff from DL during the base game, early in the game when we had access to the game when the game first debuted. People discovered code for another dragon that we didn't have access for, called Tsukuyomi. And well, there she is. There it is, Tsukuyomi. And judging by things, I think we might be able to summon for her next after the current banner, which is the Gala banner. So, but this time, actually, by the way, we are in Hinomoto this time. And there is currently, like they said, to talk about the Gawa Chikalia. You can wait for my summons on that, which I'll post soon. So, the first one is going to be will take place before New Year's, and it's split into 2 parts. And let's just say I kind of made a mistake, but you would think I made a mistake, but there is a reason why I did. And I'll be fine with it. Anyway, pledge for this month. They're adding in. So, pledge for this one. Let's go over this. So, Water and Shadow attuned versions of Fibbush will appear as raid bosses in charge of the mighty this month. Where we're going to get Catherine or Sazanka. So, Catherine will be the water and Sazanka will be the shadow. So, yeah. Finally. Okay, Catherine will be fine, but Sazanka we've been waiting for. Also, Fortune Trade returns on the 13th of January. Well, it'll be the 12th or depending on the time zone, it'll be the 12th for some other people. But yeah, we're getting Fortune's Fray. And part 2 of chapter 23 of the main campaign will be added. It'll be added literally 5 days. It'll be 5 days after that day, after the Fortune's Fray Coliseum event returns. And we'll finally meet the progenitor. And an unexpected savior swoops in to save the day. I'm thinking that they're going to be talking about, what's their name again? I'm thinking they might be talking about, who knows, it might be Emil. Which would be shocking, and that would be awesome. But, yeah. Anyway, another thing. On the 21st, or the 20th, depending on your time zone. Princess Correct Retime for Racist Visitor comes back. Which is good, because I like the rewards we got for that stuff. But, yeah. So, that is all the stuff they have planned. But, there's also, we're going to be Legend difficulty for Azura's Blinding, right? Azura's Blinding, right. Late. We're going to get that at the end of this month. And, starting later this month, Prometheus, Sumerg, Freya, Tiesha, and Gagzi, when the Az's helmet may be unbound up to 5 times. Oh boy, they're giving us all the HP, and so they're not only giving us the HP and skill haste dragons, they're giving us the 5th unbound, but we're also getting Prometheus and Sumerg. which makes me wonder what's going to happen. What these three, because I kind of gave my opinion of what we're going to be getting for the rest of this. Like Prometheus is going to get the same kit as Gilgamesh does, because Gilgamesh has a fifth Empine, which is just a strength uh, surge of strength. Samur could get a surge of strength, or they could do overdrive, like something involving overdrive. They could do that. Thinking, or who knows, maybe they'll finally put in an HP or defense surge. And as for the other three, Tiesha, Gagzu, Azazel, and Freya, I have. Okay, they can do surge of strength, but I'm hoping they don't. And like I said, they could do a surge of defense or surge of HP, which would be fun, but they haven't done that yet, so I don't see that likely happening, but they could surprise me. But I'm also thinking they could do something like even more skill haste, like skill haste surge, or they could do like skill preps, or like saying like something similar to, like something that what's their name has, or like something that oh my god, totally forgetting their name now. GNC, something that Gaming Crinny has, where Gaming Crinny has that thing where after you use a skill, it fills up 35%. So they could do that, or they could also give just like surge of buff time surge or something like that. But yeah, so that's what they're going to be doing. But in future updates, here's what are going to be. So certain on-site defensive events will be added to the event compendium in an update in late January. So that's also coming this month. I don't know why they didn't put that in there. We would continue to add on-slot defensive and Coliseum events to the event compendium as time goes on. An event featuring the royal family of Iberia will be held in late January. Some of the Princess Order siblings who have shied away from the spotlight in events thus far may finally have their chance to shine. Which I'm glad we've only gotten, the only time we've had the royal family of Iberia in an event. Well, I mean, we've had them in a couple, but in terms of like unit, like Shell had one. Shell had it during when did Shell have some? Shell had it during. Shell got some during. Shell was in one of the onslaught events or defensive events or something like that. The one with that introduced formal Joaquin and formal Noel. They were in that event. She was in that event. And they were in some of the other stuff. Like, they were in a couple. They've been in more events recently, but the ones where they actually play, like, okay, Valix hasn't really appeared in any of the events. Hasn't really appeared in any of the events. I mean, Emil has appeared in a couple of them, but has appeared in a couple of them, but not as a playable, not really playable. Well, he was a raid, but there was one time where he was a raid boss, which was which one was he a raid boss? The Persona crossover. That was the one. But yeah, his was a little bit weird, but it wasn't really like it looked like it didn't look like him. There was some other stuff, but yeah, there's a couple other events that I'm looking. But yeah, in terms of events, the only time where we actually managed to add them to our team, where they were Avengers that were added to their team, was the summer event where we got we got a summer Yuden, and then Summer Leonidas and Summer Shell, who I still haven't gotten, and I kind of want, like, I know people are probably saying like, why Summer Shell, but Summer Shell is actually really good. Anyway, moving along. So yeah, but some of them are definitely not appeared. Like some of them haven't really appeared. Well, what's his name? The progenitor, Baron and Pharynx. Or Valak. Valak. I am totally forgetting the siblings' names. Let's see. Who hasn't appeared? Let's see. Ferris hasn't really appeared in any of the events, honestly. Zethia, same with Zethia. Shaw has appeared in a couple, but nothing. Valix has not appeared in any event, if I remember correctly. Amir's appeared in some, but not only as a boss, but only one time as a boss, and others as like just to be there. Nothing really special. And the fifth year, what we know is Baron. So yeah, so a couple of them are definitely gonna be there. But anyway, moving along, the last thing to talk about, that's a difficulty for Ambush Searching Cascade and versus Sinister Dominion will be added in late February, and Primal Brunhilde's trial and Primal Dragon trials will be added in late March. So, oh wow. So they are going in the same order, it seems like, of these dates, because, what's their name? As the High Dragons, because, well, people thought it was going to be Mercury because they already showed off the design for Mercury. But it looks like they're not doing that unless they decide to add in unless they randomly decide to also add in what's the name again? Primal Mercury all of a sudden. Yeah, that could happen. Anyway, and also they gave us 3 summon vouchers and a rupee, 100 million rupee, because we need it. And yeah, also if you haven't already, remember there's free summonings there are summons that are you have free summons daily free tenfold going for this current banner, and also yeah. And also, the Lucky Letters have appeared, so if you didn't not get the game to get them, I unfortunately did not get anything. I didn't get first, second, or third prize. I only got fourth and below, but I did get a crap ton of summon vouchers. Yeah, I just wish I got like third prize. I wish I got at least one of these prize, or anything above fourth prize, because fourth prize is the one that's most likely to happen. In terms of, yeah, like 96.9%, seriously. They couldn't have tried to make it a little bit more, yeah, like, that's like the one thing I'm really upset about, because it's like, come on, you couldn't have made it a little bit more, you couldn't have added some to, like, third prize, or second prize, or first prize, like, okay, maybe not, like, at least give us like a 1% chance for, at least they could have given us at least a 1% chance for first prize and 2% chance for second prize and maybe a 10% chance or more. Like, they should have spaced, they should have, at least for these two should have been the main focus ones, and then these ones get like small ones. Cause, come on, really, like, people know, they know that Sunlight Order is a priceless thing, and we don't need any more. In fact, why did they even have Hush of Hammers in fourth prize? They should have had, for third prize, should have been, at least, they should have had one Sunlight Ore. Or one Sunlight Ore, that would have been fine. Or 3, or like, this could have been, they need to change some of these prices. They should have changed some of these prices and stuff. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, please get the like button, leave a comment down below. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.